one. Hey guys, we are at SHOT Show 2023, and as requested, you guys all wanted to hear from IWI. All of you guys were interested in the Carmel and in the Masada, so I came here. I am here at IWI. I am here with Thomas Alibrando. He is director of IWI Academy in Milton, Pennsylvania, which is about 2 hours from me, because I'm up in Northeast PA, they're in Central PA. And he is here to answer all of our questions regarding the new products that IWI has come out with this year, specifically the Carmel. So let's go ahead and talk about the Carmel. So Tom, why don't you explain to us what is the Carmel? Because this looks totally different from every other IWI rifle or IMI rifle from back in the day that I'm familiar with. So tell us what this is and how it works.
So it's a piston-driven system, short-stroke gas piston system. Traditionally, long stroke gas piston systems like for the Galil and for the Tabor. So it's a kind of a modular system. We changed it from the one you might have seen in Israel. The one in Israel had a polymer handguard on the front of it, and it sloped down. It was a little bit shorter than this. Something that we did in the US is we wanted to increase the length of it so you had more Picatinny rail space for other things that you might want to put on there. So a lot of folks, assaulters or whatever, they're using modulate laser aiming modules and lights. So that gave them a little bit more room. We got rid of the pick rails on the original one. We went with M-Lock because it makes it light, but basically you only put pick rails when you need it, and where you don't need it, it's nice and smooth. It's got a 2-position gas regulator, which is regular and suppressed. And as you work your way back, the charging handle does not reciprocate, but you'll notice it's on the other side for a lefty. You want to switch it over, you lock the charger, lock the bolt in the rear, line it up in that spot, you pop it over, and now it's set up for a right-handed shooter. So it's very easy to change that over. One other additional thing, magazine release, safety, 45-degree throw, which is actually a really good way to do it. Bolt catch, bolt release. It is mirrored on both sides exactly, so it is as ambidextrous as you can get. Working your way back, comite riser at the back, length of pull, and it folds, right? Something that we did different from Israel. This is very similar to the stock that they have in Israel. It works, it blends really well with the gun. We did an AR-15 grip. The original one did not have an AR-15 grip. It was molded in. Here we have a lot of options. It's the most common grip out there, so that's something we added in. We also flared the mag well. The original one didn't have a really big mag well. It wasn't flared enough. So we made some improvements on that and flared it.
And just to clarify, this takes M16 mags?
It takes M4, M16 powder magazines. It ships with a Magpul Gen 3 mag, so, but it'll feed anything. It's no big deal. MSRP is about roughly $1,800. Working on that still, about what a Galil would cost, like a Galil rifle. So the late second quarter is when it's possibly going to release. That's what we're looking to do. This is made in the U.S.
It's completely U.S. made?
It's U.S. made. This is our rifle now. All right, so we're doing this here. And that allows us a lot of latitude in getting it out and producing it and modifying it. It is a standard thread pitch, so for those of you that want to run a suppressor on it, it's going to be suppressor friendly, and you can attach whatever you need on the end of it. So that's the Carmel for the most part.
Wow, that is really awesome. Now, how much is it?
There's a couple parts that come from Israel, but most of
there are a couple parts.
All the metal parts are.
Gotcha. How much does it weigh?
About 7.5 pounds unloaded.
Okay, so it's a little heavier than an AR.
By half a pound.
Yeah.
But it actually, the weight is distributed pretty well. It feels really good.
I mean, I tried it out. It's pretty ergonomic, I will say that.
Yeah.
And I like that it's got an adjustable stock, length of, the adjustable lengths there, so it's
yeah, so the stock design, this slope here and the rubber butt pad, actually, it's really good for grabbing body armor. It actually does a very good job of that. The IDF Tabor, that was the one thing about the IDF Tabor. When I use it, I don't like the plastic butt pad because it slides. This thing has the curve, it grabs, it's actually doing a really good job. Even the locking system here, it being enclosed at the back, so if you're grabbing a traditional style, almost like sniper style, there's no way you can reach it and collapse the stock accidentally, so it's actually well designed.
Wow, now let me ask you this, have any military or police units adopted this?
No, it hasn't released here in the U.S.
No, I mean in general, let's say in Israel. Has the IDF or any police units? No.
No.
Gotcha.
So this was an old program that we kind of brought back to life.
Oh, really?
Changed it. Yep.
How old was the program? Like when was that?
10 years old.
10 years old. Oh, that's not so old.
For us, it is. When
Gotcha.
you're talking about a weapons development thing, that's a longer thing. So it kind of was in and then it was out, and we wanted to. It's got a lot of potential. It had a lot of potential, so we wanted to modify it, bring it up to what we would want it to be. So.
Gotcha. Wow, that is really awesome. A lot of people are really excited to hear about this. And so you said, when is it going to be available? End of
Second quarter.
Mid second quarter.
Late
Second quarter. Okay, awesome. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Tom, for that. Let's talk about the Masada Slim now.
The Masada Slim is tied to a tether, so we're going to have to get a little closer.
Alrighty.
The Slim, obviously, the Masada is very successful. It's a great polymer pistol. We wanted to have a compact carry, kind of everyday carry. And the one thing when we were getting into the development of this is we didn't want to have a pistol so small. You know, typically you saw the original ones with a grip. You know, it's cut off down here and your finger was dangling. So we went a little further. We said, you know what, we're gonna extend it out because that's what people are doing anyway. The thing that we did was it uses a 13 plus 1 round magazine, so it's a staggered mag. It's about 1 inch wide. That was one of the requirements. It had to be less than 1 inch. It uses SIG cut sights, so the dovetails here are for 6 hour sights. The optics, they're all optics ready, bolt right to the slide, which actually means that, you know, when you're looking through the iron sights, you can actually see the iron sights co-witness through the optic because it sits low enough. It doesn't use a plate. It screws right to the slide, which is what we wanted to do.
Right.
The trigger on it is one of the things that's really phenomenal. So if you look at the trigger, there's a long take up right there, and then it's a nice clean break, and then the reset is right there. It's super short, so it's very easy to manage. It's also a flat face trigger with a little hook at the bottom. When you do the hook, the reason for that hook is if you have gloves or something like that, it won't get caught underneath the trigger and create some kind of friction there. So if you take a Jericho 17 round magazine from the Jericho 2, it fits in it as well. Right. So you have a 13 and then you have a 17 and then you're good to go.
Right. Now, I'm assuming that the magazines here are not interchangeable from those of the original Masada?
No, the original Masada mags are a little bit bigger.
Right.
This was based more on the Jericho mag. The reason we had to do that was the Jericho mag, not having those reinforcement ribs, was thinner. So it allowed us to get the grip and the whole width of the gun down a little bit smaller. So the engineers did very good on that. You know, when they selected that magazine, when we gave them the requirement, they were the ones that zeroed right in on that. So,
right. Wow, very nice. So how much does it weigh?
I'm not sure about that.
You don't know? Okay.
I know it's about a 3.5 inch, 3.4 inch barrel.
Okay.
And it's super light.
It's pretty compact. That is really compact.
Very compact. This is actually my everyday carry when I teach concealed stuff. I'm running this. I actually concealed my full-size Masada. I teach with that as well.
Right.
This is the guy that I'm really teaching with when I'm doing kind of concealed draw, concealed shooting. For its diminutive size, the way the spring system is set up, you know, it's a double set spring. A lot of people do that, and the recoil on it is very pleasant. It's very easy to track. So
sounds exciting. And so, has that already hit the market?
Oh yeah, this has been out for about 6 months or so.
Gotcha.
So it's already out there.
And what's the MSRP on that?
It is $440.
$440. Well, that's really a very reasonable price point right there.
It is. It's very, very reasonable. $480 for the full size, $440 for the compact.
Wow, that is awesome. Now, since I got you here anyway, can we talk a little bit about the full size?
Sure, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of people here who do like full size autos.
So the full size Masada, there's 3 colors for it: green, flat dark earth. If you have flat dark earth, you shoot better. That's what it helps you do because it's cooler. And then black, right? This does come with multiple plates. So this is a plate system, but the optics screw directly to the slide. So that's the one thing. So the plate acts as a shoe, and then the optic will screw down, or the plate itself will screw down into the optic itself. This is a 509, which is on here, but it accommodates, RMR, Delta Point, the Vortex Venom, and the Viper. And it also deals with the SIG Romeo 1, so this will fit right on it. And with those plates and the screws, you just bolt it right to it, and you're good to go. Also, these are SIG cut sights. So again, if you don't like the sights that are on here, if you want to make them taller, whatever, you just knock them off, put what you want on there, and you're good to go. Obviously, it's got a pick rail on the front. Unlike the Slim, this has a magazine release button that's on both sides, slide stop that's on both sides. This Masada Slim, if you reverse it, you can reverse the magazine release button, but it's not on both sides. This is completely ammo.
It seems like an incredibly versatile platform.
Yes, and we also have a tactical model too. The tactical model of the Masada, this guy right here. Only significant difference in it, it's got a threaded barrel, and it's got suppressor height sights already built into it. So the assumption was that somebody might put a suppressor on the end of it. Now, what you can do is I've already run a comp off the end of this. So you can unscrew this, put a compensator on the end of it, and run it kind of like a competition gun. Then this happens to be the RMR that's sitting on top of it. Like I said, it doesn't really matter what optic, it'll bolt on. The actual, like I said, the sights that come with the tactical model are typically the taller sights, so you already have the ability to look through the optic and see it.
Right.
So the same price on this. The Masada, the full-size Masadas are about $480, but they are, you find them on the street for $440, $430, somewhere in there.
That's very reasonable. I mean, that's comparable to a Glock.
Oh, it's less than a Glock.
Less than a Glock, yeah.
Glocks are in the 550 to 600 range right now. So
right.
it's less than a Glock.
And how's the reliability on these?
Crazy good, and they're crazy accurate too. So when I'm teaching pistol courses, typically our students are going to shoot out to 50 yards. Not that you would necessarily take that shot, but it's one of those confidence building things. You're building proficiency, you know, the ability to master the gun. And this thing, 50 yard, 100 yard shots with it, you can do it with a Masada. It's not that hard at all.
Wow, that is awesome. You know, I'm really excited to try this. Now, let me ask you this. Have any law enforcement departments adopted this?
We've had a few, yeah.
Yeah?
We actually have. The issue has been working on it still with holsters, but some of the officers that are carrying them, nationally they're detectives. We actually had some federal officers that were carrying it as well. So we do have agencies that are using the Masada.
Well, awesome. Hey, Tom, I am so happy you answered all my questions. These are all questions that, you know, people on the YouTube channel were asking, a lot of my clients were asking, and I think you really, you know, answered them. And so if people have any specific questions about any of your products, who can they contact?
So, yeah, there's our customer service info at IWI US. You can also just look on the website, go to IWI US. You'll see every weapon system that we have out there, law enforcement, military, and civilian. And all the spec sheets, all the prices, everything is right there. So that'll answer. There's also, if you go on the IWI Academy website, where the training part, there's several videos at the bottom that talks about techniques and specific products and things like that as well. So that's another good resource.
Awesome. Hey, Tom, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you. You too.